Hey guys, Razorblade Mango here. I wanted to make another video about the Nintendo Switch now that I am more coherent than the last time that I recorded it, and now that more info has come to light. So let's get on with it. Mainly, the thing I'm going to focus on today is the online service that you have to pay for, which is what I briefly mentioned in the other video. So, because we've learned more since Thursday night about what this online service and what the launch games are, and what is basically the gist of the Nintendo Switch right now. And to sum it up, my my thoughts on this, particularly with this online service that they're gonna do. What the fuck are you doing? Really, Nintendo? What the fuck are you doing? Like, I want to find whoever is making these decisions and just grab them by the shoulder and just violently shake them and just be like, "What is your fucking deal? What is your deal? How do you expect this to be a good idea? Because it's not. Let me tell you, not a good idea." So let's look at not an article, but Nintendo's actual website promoting this. I'm going straight to the source with this shit. So let's read what this says. So the Nintendo Switch online service will start with a free trial period in March when it launches, and then the paid service will begin in fall of 2017. So, what does this service entail? This service lets Nintendo Switch owners enjoy online multiplayer gaming, which we already knew about, as well as a dedicated smartphone app that connects to your Nintendo Switch system and helps you connect with friends for online play sessions. So, let me get this straight. So I wasn't sure about the wording on this at first, but actually let me read more just so I can keep going. Online play at Nintendo Switch. You'll be able to play compatible co-op and competitive games online by signing in with your Nintendo account. Online play will be free for Nintendo account holders until our paid online service launches in fall of 2017. And it says a little anecdote. After the free trial period, most games will require a paid online service subscription from Nintendo in order to play online. Now, let's go to paid. What you gotta pay for. Online lobby and voice chat. Our new dedicated smart device app will connect to Nintendo Switch and let you invite friends to play online, set play appointments, and chat with friends during online matches in compatible games, all from your smart device. Here is where my problems really rear its head. First of all, you gotta voice chat. Don't tell me, like, I hope this is bad wording, but so far Nintendo has not disputed this. You're telling me that a console releasing in 2017 is going to not natively support voice chat or messaging, and you're going to have to download an app to do it. That's fucking stupid. So that is really fucking stupid. And then, not only are you going to have to download that app, not only are you going to have to go through the hassle of being connected online through your smartphone to stay synced up with this fucking message app that they have and voice chat. Really? A 2017 console that can't do something that Xbox and PlayStation are able to do right out of the gate. You don't even need a subscription for it. That's the part that pisses me off the most. You gotta pay that online subscription fee to even chat with your friends. That's something you're able to do for free on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I I don't even know what to say to that. I'm just like, I'm flabbergasted, honestly. When I read that, I thought I was seeing things. And so far, I have found nothing. And I've looked all over the internet. I've tried to find any, like, smidgen of proof that Nintendo has disputed this, that you can chat with your friends and not have to pay for it. I haven't found anything. Please let me know if you guys have found anything regarding this, because I can't believe this. I can't believe that someone at Nintendo, the people that are responsible for making sure that they have a good turnaround with the Switch, came up with this idea to do this. It's like, it's the Wii U. That's all I can say. It's the Wii U all over again. It's like Nintendo just completely turns a blind eye to whatever is the most convenient way to set up voice chatting. And they gotta overcomplicate it. They gotta charge for it, which I think is really shitty. And they just gotta make it such a pain in the ass to set up. Something so simple. Chatting with friends on your console. I can go on PlayStation 4 right now. It'll take me 3 buttons tops, and I don't even need to pay for it. Something I can connect the headset into my controller. Bam! I've got chatting with friends. Does the Nintendo Switch doesn't even support? Does it even support mics? Does it support mics to where you eventually talk through the app itself on your actual console and not have to have a smartphone in order to do it with a paid online subscription? Are you kidding me, Nintendo? I can't believe this. I can't. Like, I want to do an angry rant about this, and I can't. It's worse that I'm so stunned at the absolutely terrible decisions that they're making for this online service that I don't even know what to say other than this is stupid. Why are you doing this? Who thought this was a good idea at Nintendo? I don't know. I don't even believe I'm looking at this correctly. And I know that I sounds like I'm like over exaggerating this, but come on, this is something so simple. A smart device app connected to the Nintendo Switch that will I'm reading this right now. I'm pinching myself. Am I dreaming? No. This is real. A dedicated smart device app that will connect to the Nintendo Switch. That's even if it's going to connect. So if your internet sucks, good luck with that. And it will let you invite friends to play online, set play appointments, and chat with friends during online matches and compatible games. Compatible games. So it's not even a guarantee it's going to work for all games, which, it mostly will, but whatever. A free limited version of this app will be available for download in summer 2017. So this app is this app that is required for voice chat and for online lobbying, not even going to be available at launch. You got to wait until summer 2017 if you want to play with your friends online. Wow. I mean, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Moving on from that. That's just, I can't believe this. Okay, moving on from that. Here's the other part that really pisses me off. Monthly game download. Subscribers will get to download and play a Nintendo Entertainment System or Super Nintendo Entertainment System game with newly added online play for free for a month. And this has been confirmed by Nintendo. Polygon has an article, and let me actually bring that article up. And I'm sorry, it was IGN, not Polygon. So yeah, they confirmed this to the Wired's Chris Kohler, who said that a Nintendo of America representative explained that the free classic NES or SNES titles available each month will only be free and playable that month. That means, according to Kohler, these free games will only continue to be available if Switch users purchase them. What the fuck? What? Oh my god. What? What? Okay. Look at your competition. Let's start with Xbox, because Xbox, I think, has the better deal of the two. Xbox, games with gold. You get, depending on how many consoles you have, you get about 4 to 6 games a month for free. And not only do you get them for that month for free, you get to keep them even after your Xbox Live Gold subscription goes away. That's great. That is something I wish PlayStation would do, and I'm more than fine admitting that. Let's look at PlayStation. They offer 2 games for each of their consoles a month. They offer 2 for PS4, 2 for PS3, 2 for Vita, and sometimes these will be cross-buyable. So you'll get more games for the Vita, more games for the PS3, more games for the PS4. And you get to keep them as long as you're subscribed to PlayStation Plus. It's not the ideal situation compared to Xbox, but it's a lot better than this. It's a lot better than you get 1 free NES or SNES game for 1 month. You're basically renting it. You're renting it, you download it, you play it. It's taken away from you at the end of the month unless you pay for it. So, if you really liked that game that you're already paying to have access to, you gotta pay for it again. I can't believe this. Whoever is making these decisions for Nintendo is a fucking moron. That's all there is to it. They're a fucking moron, because it's like Nintendo needs that spotlight. They need to be able to stack up to their competition and say, "Hey, we have this that you don't have." As far as this paid online service now, they could get away with it earlier in the Wii U days, because it was free. It was shit, but it was free. Okay? You had Miiverse, you had Street Pass, whatever. You had a bunch of cool shit with that. Free online play. Great. Now that you're paying for it, right? And we don't even know how good Nintendo's Wi-Fi infrastructure is going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be really bad. So, and then you're taking influence from Sony and Microsoft regarding the free games thing. Fine. But you're doing it in such a way that is so outmatched by everything that Sony and Microsoft are doing. You're not even giving away a Wii U game for free. You're like a port of a Wii U game for free. You're not even giving away a Wii game. You're going all the way back to the NES or SNES, giving that for free for a month, basically letting us rent it for a month. Then we have to buy it again. An old NES or SNES game. I don't care if it has newly added multiplayer to it. That is bullshit. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. Making us pay to then again pay again for an SNES game or an NES game. Am I crazy? Am I crazy in thinking? And it's clear that I'm not, because I've seen people react to this very negatively, and I've just been like, fuck this. This is what you plan on doing with your online subscription out of the gate? Are you kidding me? Nintendo needs that good launch with their console. And so far, with these online, they need a really great year one. Not just a launch, they need a really great year one. And so far, the year one that I'm seeing from Nintendo Switch, aside from Zelda, Splatoon, and Mario, is pathetic. That's been my favorite word these last couple of weeks, but whatever. It is. It's pathetic. It's like Nintendo didn't even do their homework. Nintendo is not putting their best effort forward. It's like they're just being arrogant again. They're so cocky that all these people are just gonna buy up the Nintendo Switch, and they are. It's sold out everywhere. But you guys need to be in it for a marathon, not a sprint. And right now, this is sprint mentality. This is like, hey, let's have The Legend of Zelda be the launch title. We'll have this huge release so we can brag about how great this thing sold within the first couple months. But what is after that? What's after that until Splatoon? What's after that until Mario? Oh, this crappy online service that is so lacking in any kind of customer simplicity or convenience and is making us pay a fee to download an app, therefore so we can pay to rent these games from that are SNES and NES and then pay for them again to keep them. It's like you're spending this is where, like, I don't think $300 is that big of a deal for this console, but I can see where people are coming from when you take into account everything else, when you take into account the outrageously overpriced accessories, when you take into account the paid online service, that you have to pay for the NES games that you get rent for free. You gotta pay for this stupid mobile app that you have on your smartphone if you even want to connect to the Switch to talk to friends, which is something that should be natively in the fucking console, and it's not. You need a good year one, Nintendo. And I'm not fucking seeing it. This is why I want to wait until Super Mario Odyssey comes out. Like as much as I want Nintendo, as much as I want Zelda, and I really fucking want Zelda. I just watched that trailer again. I really want it. But at this point right now, just to satisfy my own neediness for it, I'm more than tempted just to be like, hey, random friend that owns a Wii U, can I borrow your Wii U? I'll buy The Legend of Zelda on that thing. Because I don't want to deal with the Switch right now. I don't want to deal with it until I see that Nintendo is not making the same mistake with the Wii U. Which to me, this looks like the Wii U. This third-party support is fucking pitiful. It's pitiful. Because you're not it's like they're getting all like the second-rate stuff that these companies are making. They bragged that EA will be a partner. What did EA talk about? They talked about FIFA, which initially they did that as well with Madden for the Wii U and the Wii. And look how that turned out. You've got Ubisoft on your side. You got it's a big third-party publisher. What are they releasing on it? Just Dance, Steep, and Rayman Legends, which old games, not even the new. They haven't announced like Watch Dogs 2 on there. They haven't announced For Honor on there. They haven't announced Ghost Recon Wildlands on there. Like, that's what they need. They don't need Steep. They don't need Just Dance. They don't need Rayman. They need For Honor, Ghost Recon, and they need whatever new Assassin's Creed is coming out. They need those. Same with EA. They need Mass Effect. They need the next Star Wars Battlefront. They need all future Star Wars games on that console. But they don't. They haven't talked about anything regarding that. Same thing with Activision. They don't have Destiny on there. They don't have Call of Duty on there. They have Skylanders on there. Which, again, going back to the kiddie shit. So I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not seeing this. And I honestly, like these red flags that have been popping up these last couple of days, I honestly think this console might fail in the long run. And I don't want to see that. Because I really want to get this. Let me be clear. It's a cool idea. Everything that has to do with this console that I saw in that initial trailer, I am on board with that. I'm on board with the portability. I'm on board with the games being microchipped, so you could play it on a plane, you could play it in the airport, you can play it on the go. I am more than okay with it focusing on local multiplayer. I think the core, central, innermost philosophy of this game is great. I mean, of this console is great. But it's everything else that I'm starting to see around it that really concerns me, that raises a ton of alarm bells in my head regarding this. So, and these speaking of prices again, the games that are coming out for it, like that 1-2 Switch, it's $50. Something that should be bundled with the game itself. Something that should be bundled with the Switch. Every Switch that they sell should be bundled with ARMS and 1-2 Switch. But no, they are separate, almost full price games. In the case of ARMS, it's a full price game at $60. In the case of 1-2 Switch, $50. That's $10 less than Breath of the Wild. Which Breath of the Wild, from what I'm hearing right now, is going to take up almost half your hard drive space on the Switch. If you decide to get it online. If you decide to download it digitally, it's going to take up more than half your hard drive space. So now we got to worry about hard drive space. We got to worry about how much those are going to cost. What's the supply on those? What's the supply on these Joy-Cons? That cost a ridiculous amount. One fucking Joy-Con, $50. Two fucking Joy-Cons, $80. It's this. I just don't see this working. I don't. I've observed this, and I've seen this before with the Wii U. I saw it with the Wii as well, where that, at the end of its life, just kind of sputtered out, and people stopped supporting it, and all Nintendo had for it were mostly just kiddie games, or knockoffs of other games. But it's like the Wii U. When I used to work at GameStop, the Wii U shelf was terrible. Skimp, limp, bare. Had maybe like one corner of the shop for Wii U games. And I even heard my manager at the time one time, like, why the fuck do we even have this? Why do we even have this entire shelf dedicated to Wii U games? We should just have them on a cart or something. And he was right. Because barely anybody made stuff for the Wii U. Because Nintendo was so arrogant about this. And it's just not looking good. I don't think this is looking good. I think the prices are way too high. I think the amount that you have to pay for to even get basic things that you can get for free on the PS4 is ridiculous. I think the launch lineup is pretty bad aside from Zelda. I think the longevity of the exclusives, again, really you only have 3 big exclusives for this year for Nintendo Switch. You got Zelda, Splatoon, Mario. That's all you got. That's all you really know about that are going to pack a big punch sales-wise and audience-wise. Let's compare. PS4. Stuff that's been announced for this year. Gravity Rush 2. It's coming out Tuesday. Yakuza 0. Coming out. Gravity Rush 2 coming out next Friday. Yakuza 0 coming out Tuesday the 24th. Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Tuesday the 24th. Horizon Zero Dawn comes out February 28th. And expect more in the holiday season. Possibly Spider-Man, possibly Detroit Become Human, possibly even God of War. You know, they're spoiled for choice. You're spoiled for choice with what you can show for exclusives. But Nintendo, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing 3 big exclusives, and then I'm seeing just like big empty stretches of waiting between them. And pretty much what's going to fill that up? Old games. And Skyrim that they showed on their very first trailer that they announced was going to come to the Switch, that's not even coming until the fall of 2017. So that game, that remaster of that game will be 1 year old by the time that comes out. That game itself, 6 years old by the time it comes out on the Switch. That's not good. That should be a launch title. And it should not be $60. It should be like $40 or $35 if I was in charge. But I'm not. But yeah, like overall closing thoughts, I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a ton of warning signs that this thing's going to be a flop, just like the Wii U. I think what Nintendo is doing, I think they're in the way wrong headspace for this. I think they're just still being cocky. They're still trying to, try to fit in where the PS4 and the Xbox have, this big valley of fertility, and are just killing it with the online services and everything. And then here's Nintendo, like its own little planet, trying to collide with that valley, and they're not doing their homework. They're not taking influences. They're not trying to create customer convenience. It's just more money, pay for more shit, so you can get shit that the other people have for free. That's all I'm seeing from this online service. That's all I'm seeing from these games. That's all I'm seeing from the Switch right now. It's just a big bundle of inconvenience. So that's the Nintendo Switch for me. And I hate saying that because I really was hoping for something good. I was hoping Nintendo would have learned their lesson by now, but they just clearly haven't. They are still fucking up. So anyway, Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the Nintendo Switch. And as always, have a good one, guys. Take care.